Hello, welcome to Learn with Flourish English. Have you ever experienced that you have been practicing writing constantly, but you do not see any improvement? If yes, this video is for you. Recently, I have shared these tips about feedback. When you submit a writing assignment or an essay, your teacher grade it, give you the score, or give you the feedback. So what should we do with this? So here are some tips, and I will be explaining these things to you. So the first step is seek feedback. After writing an essay, so find out who can check and evaluate that for you. It could be your teacher or your friends and who have already started this English language learning journey ahead of you. If you don't have anyone around you, you can also use some AI tools such as ChatGPT or Gemini. But please be careful. Try not to solely depend on these AI tools for writing. So let's just use them wisely. All right. So I give you some prompts here, and you can copy your essay and then use these prompts to give to ask AI to give you the feedback. And the second tip is to understand the feedback, and the third one is to ask for clarification. I combine these on a slide because these are interrelated to each other. So it is important to understand the feedback so that you will know how to improve, where to improve. Feedback actually that needs to be descriptive and constructive. So feedback shouldn't be something like it's okay, it's good, that's bad. Yeah, so those are really vague. In case if you see any comment like that, any feedback like that, and ask for the clarification, which part is good, and for example, grammar or vocabulary or organization, and what does it mean okay, what do I need to improve? So ask for the clarification. And another thing is that sometimes some teachers use error codes. For me, personally, I use that a lot because I want my students to check those error codes and correct it again. I have given the error codes the meanings before I check some homework. However, in case you don't know, and ask for that. For example, and I use T, which stand for tense, and I use that for the mistakes with tenses. So you need to understand what the feedback means. The next important step is to notice the repeated patterns. So sometimes you feel like you're writing a lot, but there is no progress. So it might be because you do not notice your repeated mistakes yet. It is more important to analyze your mistakes than beginning a new writing task. So the repeated pattern signal you where you need to work on and where you need to put extra effort and pay attention to. So it's really important to be aware of. And this is also important. And please remember that you're only a human, not a machine. So you cannot fix everything at once. And it doesn't make sense to do so. So I would suggest you to prioritize the major problem and don't put yourself too much pressure on fixing all the errors. So instead, try to check your repeated patterns. Maybe one step for this moment. Yeah. So for example, this time the target language is about past tenses, user narrative tenses. So your focus should be on that. Yeah. So you can just neglect some of the unimportant mistakes or the errors. And the last but not least is to reflect, to review, and also to cultivate the habit of proofreading after writing stage, and also you need to review after receiving the feedback. So please remember that. That's my favorite quote. Good writing comes from bad writing. And writing is a process, so you need to embrace your mistakes, because mistakes teach us a lot, and be aware of your progress.